Hello, simmers, sinners, Minecrafters, Minecrafters, homies, what's good? I don't know what this intro is. Hello everyone, and welcome to another Sims video. Am I late to this? Yes, because I do not understand how people find out new news, record video, get video out same day. Oh well. If you didn't know, on Tuesday they released the Pronouns update, and I wanted to give my little opinions on it and a little show and tell if you guys don't know about it. And then I decided we could do a create sim around it. Obviously, pronouns do not subjectify, or just pronouns do not equal appearance. I'm gonna get that out of the way now. But I just want to create a sim and then at the end give them pronouns, or give them pronouns in the beginning, and then just create a sim for funsies. But let's get into it. We're probably not going to use this sim, but what you do is, obviously nothing looks new at the moment, but if you go to hello my name is, where you usually write the sim's name, exactly, excited, you have first name, last name, and now this little change pronouns thing. If I remember correctly, this is only English at the moment because of how extensive it is, and pronouns work completely differently in other languages. But what you do, change pronouns, you can easily just pick the common ones that most people know, which is he, him, she, her, they, them. Obviously, you can also have custom pronouns, which basically means like neo pronouns or maybe dual pronouns, I'm not sure. Okay. This is one thing I like, because not only is it allowing you to have custom pronouns, like neos, but it's also like teaching people how to use them, I guess. Because if I'm completely honest, I know about subjective and objective. Possessive dependent, possessive independent, and reflexive? I have never heard of those, but now I do. And I love that they give you an example so you know what they mean if you're like me and you don't know what any of that stuff means. And basically you could just take the sentence, take out the word, and then put in yours and see if it fits. And then you're like, I got the right one. So, and then it should change almost everything in game, which is why the pronoun update, I think, took quite a while. Obviously, this is a huge thank you to Momo Misfortune. I will be linking their channel down below. I believe like 7 months ago, they created a petition to get pronouns added into Sims, and now we get to see them in full fruition. So we have all of this to thank to them, and I do not want any transphobes, homophobes, any of you people commenting on it. Your comments will be deleted. I do not care. Mama did raise a petty bitch, and I will be petty. These are my people. Do not come for them. Thank you for your time. But with all of that fun stuff out of the way, let's get into making our sim. Okay, so basically my plans for this sim was I just wanted to make a sim. And then at the end of the video, I would just, like, what would their pronouns probably be? And the craziest thing that I have to say is, yes, I go through all these sims and then just go back to the first sim and then just swap gender. The craziest thing is, I don't know about everybody else, but when they released this pronoun update, it almost seemed like everybody started off cast with the exact same sim. The reason I bring this up is because after I recorded this, I did record this, believe it or not, on the day that the pronoun update did come out. it's one of those things where it didn't fit into my schedule to post this video, whatever. I was watching Little Simsy, oh my god, I'm so formal. I was watching Little Simsy's review on it, and when she goes into cast, the first sim that she pulled up was the exact same sim that I had. And I know that Sims likes to reuse suggested sims, like you see them, some of them you see all the time, but it really weirded me out when I'm like, okay, I've just made my cast video, let's go check out what Simsy had to say. And then I see the exact same starting sim that I had, and I'm like, I don't want to it. But, so yeah, basically, I just wanted to make a sim that looks like they don't give a fuck about gender, and really spoke to my personal style. And I love that I say my personal style. But eventually you'll see that blonde streak, I loved this hair, but it would not fit with a hat. And I really wanted to give them a certain hat. And I gave up pretty hair for hat. But in the end, they still look really cool. But like I'm saying, I'm like, oh, it's my style. I would never cut my hair as short as I cut theirs later. But this is me also getting mad at the fact that I wanted to give them a bunch of piercings, right? But the hair, you could not see like the bottom of the ears, so it just it didn't matter. So this is me trying to find a new hair, and I'm like, I kind of wanted to still give them a funky dye job. And I knew not to put that texture on them. But I do not remember seeing that hair, because usually custom content hair comes with custom thumbnails. So the fact that that one didn't have custom thumbnails, I never saw it until that point. I'm like, I remember adding it, I just don't remember seeing it. But here you can see I finally go with the hair. I love this hair. And this may seem like a cop-out, because in the end you'll see that the pronouns that I give them, as you hear me speaking, are they, them. And this is kind of the stereotype of non-binary people, androgyny. I don't care for that stereotype. I don't fit that stereotype. I just wanted to make a cool, edgy sim. And edgier sims just tend to not care about trivial things like gender, so I'm like, why not? So I basically kind of just edgy scout, I don't know. But you'll see, this is just how I tend to make a lot of my sims, is that I love fucking with gender juxtapositioning things. So from the hat and the top, you're like, oh, they're country, because you got that flannel top and you got the hat. And then what I like to do to spin it on his head, eventually you're gonna see I put these like frilly shorts on, which I'm like, that kind of really cool. And then I go, you see these frilly shorts, you can't see, they have like ruffled top, but it's hidden under the shirt, which kind of sucks. This is how you fuck with it. I go and put long heels on, because usually like anybody that dresses more masculine doesn't really wear heels. And then I give long nails, which I absolutely love so much. I just like fucking with things. Also, I need to find more rip tights. So if you have any rip tight suggestions, please let me know in the comments below, and I will try them out. I remember having a pair that I absolutely loved, and then I cleared my CC folder and I lost them, and I'm upset about it. But here is our sim, and what did we name them? I can't see. I think that says Jax. Did I just pause the video so that I could scale in to see if that's what it says? Yes, I did name them Jax. Sometimes the way that Sims works for me is that I will look at a sim and just after hours of working on them, or like 20 minutes of working on them, I will think of a name, like a name comes to me, never a last name. Last names are boring. So I always sometimes come up with the name. I'm like, you look like a this, and then I'll give them a last name. But I'm basically just giving them traits. I feel like they'd be very creative, especially with that makeup style. I feel like they'd be a bro, not to lean in stereotypes of male androgyny, but I just feel like they'd be like a really clean artist. And since I have this queer mod in that I will be reviewing later in, it's not the month because this is getting posted in May. I will be reviewing it in June, but they would definitely speak out on all of LGBT rights. They would. And I'm really, really happy and proud to be in this community where we wanted to see something and we fought for it. So, also, let me take on screenshots. Don't expose me. I will see you in the next one, everybody. Goodbye.